Hello, it's good to see you. I'm doing a revision of this video. It's on the Donut Mom, one of TikTok's seemingly most degenerate mothers. We recently did a live stream going over some new information, and seeing as how sometimes YouTube demonetizes videos after all the hard work that goes into them, literally it destroys any chance of anyone else seeing it in the future. I lifted up to you guys and asked if you would like me to re-upload it with all the new information that we discovered. Over 1,000 of you said, you definitely wanted me to do this, so that's what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to let you down. This video, I believe, is a much better version, and it is something that you can share with people that you feel like need to see this type of thing and avoid these types of people on the internet. I've also uploaded on my second channel a more in-depth breakdown that is not censored. It is fully what you would expect from me, and you can watch that after you watch this. That being said, enjoy the video. Appreciate you guys. Hey, welcome back into today's video. We're back again, and you guessed it, we're gonna talk about another terrible TikTok mom. Alexandra Sabol, aka the Donut Mom, welcome to the show. Alex doesn't have a clean home, but she thinks she does. Piles of collected feces from free-roaming rabbits that her children walk around barefoot on beg to differ. She's involved herself in troubles, the police have been involved, and apparently her boyfriend walks around without clothes on in the middle of the night while he does things to himself, and the children are sleeping. You're not ready for today's episode of Exploring Lolcows. If you're unfamiliar, on TikTok, she goes by AlexBaby97. For this video, we will call her Alex. She has over 820,000 followers and 44.6 million likes. So she sets the stage by branding herself as a lazy mother. Let's dig deeper. Jesus, some of her views, 89.6 million, 22 million, 6.4 million, 6.6 million. And she's plating food for her children and just kind of throwing the plates at us. Her very first video that has 1 million views, responding to the viewers saying, why don't you ever comb her hair? She always looks nappy, poor baby.
Looks brushed to me.
She's also got a couple playlists here. This one stands out to me. Have you ever heard of the infinity hoop? I've never seen this sort of exercise device in my entire life. She can also be seen while doing this device exercise, stepping on rabbit turds. She's also got a Facebook page with over 51,000 followers, and I believe an Instagram with over 3,000 followers, where she says in the bio, I'm not a regular mom, I'm a cool mom. 800,000 on TikTok. The oldest bits of content that I could find were an old Instagram from her high school days where she aspired to be a writer, where she has one picture of her when she was young. And I found what appeared to be a connected YouTube account where she posted some of her writing works. Titled just Alexandra Sabol, it has one video, a movie for Class Beowulf.
In a world where one man has the courage to do what's right, he will show us that there is still right in the world.
I think that's great. I'm not being sarcastic. Now, the video that went viral and started her major criticisms was where she plated a 1-year-old breakfast. It was a few donuts and some applesauce, coining the colloquially known term for her, the Donut Mother. Now, obviously, virality sparked observation. When people started looking at it and paying closer attention to things that they discovered and dug up, well, they're not good, like the overall condition of the home. Let's focus on the dirtiness of the kitchen here. You can see there's clutter in the background. You can see some buildup around the stove there at the bottom. You can sort of see the state of the stove here before any cleaning, which we'll get into that a little bit later, how there seems to be some cleaning, but not so much. And while the stove is the centerpiece of the kitchen, there are rumors, anecdotal rumors, that she will not wash dishes. Instead, she buys new dishes. And we can kind of see the dishes here. There's quite a bit all around here. Doesn't look like a good state. Quite the bit. And as you can see here, people have asked questions like, what's actually in the cabinets if all this is out here? Now, it's difficult to determine if she has a preference over buying to washing, but I did find her stating this. A Facebook post of her asking her viewers, what's your least favorite house chore? To which she says, I'll go first. As much as I hate laundry, I hate dishes more. That puts it within the realm of possibility given the overall state of the kitchen. Now, a lot of this stuff doesn't seem that bad, so why am I making a video? Well, as we progress through this video, you'll see. Now let's look at the rest of the home. So this is the kitchen table area, and I want you to look all around the floors and everything. She's cleaning in this actual video. Again, collection of dishes. You can see the overall state of things. This is the living room here. If I had to be charitable, maybe she's taking stuff out so she can clean it. I don't know. Seems like the cabinets and shelves are pretty full of things, as you can see. Here's one of her actual car. I've never seen anything like this before. That's pretty insane within itself. Now, one of the biggest legends that spawned from this situation was the maggot fork. I don't know if these are maggots or fruit flies, but let's check out this infamous clip. So if it is sped up, it could be maggots. It kind of does look like maggots. Damn, I think it is. That is. Look at it. And apparently she's got some rabbits, which when you're having a hard time or you're struggling to do common house chores, getting animals is probably not a good idea. According to her Facebook post, October 26, 2024, she says, now I have 3 human babies and 3 fur babies. And these are the rabbits here, as you can see, the cute little furry guys. One user saying this. They are considered hard because they require a lot of care, making sure they have stuff to chew constantly in order for their teeth to not overgrow. Clipping nails is hard, and brushing can be challenging as well. I love my dude, and I'm getting another next month. Your gray looks similar to mine. If you need any tips, tricks, let me know. One I'll give you now is get HVAC foil tape for your cords. They won't even try to chew on cords if that's on there, LOL. To which Alex says, thank you so much. Any tips? You're not surprised, but it evolved into another big issue where she let the rabbits free roam and the floors fill and collect with feces, a lot of times leaving it sit and collect. So right here, we're just going to kind of look at the poop on the floor. A lot of the poop you'll see is like pushed up against the side as if it's like, you know, pushed out of the way rather than cleaned up. And that's not good. That collection over there in the corner, not great. Rabbits don't just walk over there and hang their butts near the wall. Worst is it's in the children play area. As you can see, it's on the little bed mat. That's probably rabbit turds there. Not a good look. And this is poop droppings all over the floor, along with Cheetos. Lots of Cheetos. The snack assortment there. Sometimes they're gummy worms, I've seen. And then I found a clip where the children are playing near what looks like roach-infested trash. So the 3-year-old has been playing in roach-infested trash. So this is the trash. The 3-year-old apparently is playing in this. Alleged, of course, but this is not so alleged. Sadly, we have the children walking around barefoot in feces. Oh, this is the Donut Mom's bed. There's bugs on it. People are freaking out about that too. All right, this is the floor again. You'll see the kids walking around barefoot on this floor. Poop everywhere. You can see here the bottom of her feet here, not, definitely dirty, but in general, this isn't a floor that you'd want to be walking around on. But this is a pretty concerning clip right here.
Donut Mom, aka Alex, posted a very concerning video, and we need to address this. Alex posted a video of her in her bedroom, and in her bedroom with her is her rabbit.
I want you guys to take notice that she's dancing on this hoop thing, but she's stepping all in rabbit poop, man.
Bunny, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Now, having pets is not the issue. The environment is the issue. There's literally bugs crawling all over Alex's bed, and what really got me is the rabbit or bunny droppings all over the bedroom. This is not okay. There should not be animal feces left around your house unattended to. And pulling out your phone to make a video with it surrounded in your room like that tells me that there has to be a bigger issue going on. Because there's no way, there's absolutely no way that you did not see that or smell it, Alex. This is not okay. And you have children too. I'm really disappointed.
So that's not good. Another thing to point out is that it's been said that she cleans up before she records her videos. And if that's true, then she's recording videos where she's stepping on rabbit feces. What did it look like before she cleaned it? And to her, it's clutter. It's the clutter thing.
Keep saying my house is filthy because of a video someone edited about me. Because of a hate page that made videos about me.
Now again, this is a video that we just showed earlier, and she's saying that people are saying that her house is dirty because of a hate video or a haters. It's always the haters. And she's gonna give a house tour on her own and show us that it's just clutter. Let's tune in here and listen.
And I will show it to you. This is my living room. A normal mess. I have dog toys and kids stuff right there. My kitchen. Clutter. That's it. Clutter. No, I don't have maggots. These are all clean dishes. These are the dirty dishes. Those are all clean dishes. These are all clean dishes. Clutter, not filth. Clutter. 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 My daughter's room has toys in it. This is my youngest daughter's room. This is my 6-year-old's room. My 6-year-old's room. My 8-year-old's room. My 8-year-old's room. Normal kid mess. 1 bathroom. And my room. With my bunnies that you guys all complain about. And yes, they do poop on.
There's stepped on rabbit poop right there.
Yes, it gets cleaned up every single day. But I have a normal mess.
More stepped on poop right here.
And I'm not going to show my bathroom because my daughter's in there right now. So y'all wanted a house tour? There's the house tour. Now leave me alone.
This is not normal.
So this was after she cleaned. Definitively after she cleaned. Can't imagine what it looked before, because there was stepped in rabbit poop. There was more than clutter. Let me know what you guys think below. This is how one catches ringworm, likely. There have been attempts by her to clean. They're very unsuccessful. And here's her defense of why the house is so dirty.
I know I'm not the most liked person on here, but I'm damn sure not the worst mother up here. I cook almost every night. I clean when I can. No, my house isn't spotless, and it's never going to be, and I'm never going to pretend it is going to be. But it's not as bad as y'all make it out to.
And boy, did I piss some of y'all off. My only regret was not posting the cleaning video on my main account so I could get paid.
Now, this is descriptively a terrible thing to say. You don't regret that you wish you had some help to get the house clean, but that you didn't make money off of people being concerned about your children, being covered and walking around in feces.
I'm in the middle of cooking while I'm cleaning because I multitask. So sometimes there's dishes on the counter that are not dirty. They have food in them because I'm in the middle of cleaning while I'm making a meal. Now, I'm not going to say all of my dishes are dishes that I'm using right now. Obviously, some of them are dirty, but the ones on the stove are not dirty, so don't even come from me. Imagine comparing me to some of these bad mothers up here. And I'm not going to name names or hate on anyone because I'm not that type of person, but all 3 of my kids have a bed.
Now, Alex, we have eyes to see. You're posting everything on your own volition. We can empirically see it. We can verify it. We know that this is happening, but it gets worse when we move into the type of food that you make your children. So this is just how she's preparing some of the food here. Now look at this overwhelming amount of seasoning, and this isn't even the half of it. I've never seen anything like it. That's a lot of sodium, right? And then when she's cooking here, there's Teflon breaking off into the food. You can see the food is burnt, crispy. Teflon's not healthy to eat. Lots of condiments. Here's some of the snacks she makes. We got some kind of like marshmallows. We have like gummy worms. I know we'll have gummy worms soon. There we go. These are snacks for the children. Okay. It's a lot of sugar. Here's some more of her plating cookies and pretzels and gummy worms for her little 2-year-olds. Not great. We have oodles of pizza. So it's like green beans and pizza. Check it out. And there's like this one clip where she says that they never eat pizza, ever.
Kids don't get pizza very often, so figured I'd do a fun treat and give them some pizza. Give them a break from all the home cooking.
Now, we already seen the home cooking, and we've seen what it involved. And again, if this was a liminal stage, eating like this every now and again, completely understand that. This is not a liminal stage. This is a consistent and persistent everyday thing. So here's the montage of all the times. Well, at least between, I think it said July and April, May, July, March and July, I think. We'll see. Oh, it's January to March here. Check it out.
2025. How is this not disordered eating and promoting an healthy body image? Yet she's verified. TikTok, do you support neglect? In 2 months, her kids ate fast food at least 20 times. Please explain why you keep allowing this creator to promote this lifestyle. I'm so disturbed by the way those kids are living and eating. Why hasn't TikTok done anything? Let's not normalize this. This is not how children should be fed and live.
And if that wasn't enough, let's talk about how she plays with a rabbit, goes straight back into cooking. And I've also seen her where she'll pause, inject insulin, and go straight back to cooking. Seems really dangerous. I need to pop in and clarify that it's not insulin, it's actually weight loss medication. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later because she's taking weight loss medication but then eating unhealthy foods. That's a conversation.
Not touching her bunny in the middle of cooking and then getting back to cooking. By the state of her house.
So the meal plan that the children receive, not good. I think we can all agree on that one. However, the alleged screenshots of Alex talking about the doctor saying that her young child apparently has or could have diabetes is concerning. Somebody saying, is everything okay? Jace is in the hospital. They're not sure what's wrong. So I'm about to drive an hour and a half one way to his dad's whenever I get a jump to see him. They think he may be diabetic. One user saying, and the fact she's verified on here is so disheartening. Another saying, people confuse the phrase fed is best. It was originally for formula moms so they could be supported and encouraged, not some lazy parent feeding their kids full of sugar, oil, and frozen foods while living in the biohazard of a home. And again, these are the type of snacks. Some sort of marshmallow jelly gummy worm looking thing. So this situation seems to be a little bit more than decently okay. And Alex says this in defense. She posted this saying, CPS is for kids who need help, who are in awful situations, who just need someone, not for the mom you're mad at because she said something that hurt your feelings, and to which she says, or fed her kids something you didn't like, yawning face emojis. So it doesn't look like she's taking care of her home or animals properly. And she also had a dog that got hit by a car, but I believe it did survive. She posted saying, TW, but I am sharing to spread awareness. This was my day yesterday, and I almost didn't share. After all, I have a whole group of people who probably wish it was me that got hit by the car. But I am sharing to spread awareness. I had just crossed the road to get the mail. My dog stayed on the grass and watched. Then when I was back to my side, the truck sped fast. My doggy started barking and running after it. He thought it was a real treat. I called him and he started running out of the road, but he got hit anyway. I've never had a problem not putting on a leash in my neighborhood. They never really go near the road, but they had followed me because I had gone to check the mail. Just please slow down, please. Lives can be lost. Dogs are family too. Hashtag For You page. So when I was younger, about 22 years old, I was jogging down the street and a car had turned out of a driveway, and I guess the dogs had followed it, and these were two big dogs. I believe they were like German Shepherds, okay? These dogs chased the car out and then chased me as I was jogging by. I wasn't able to get away. I was severely torn up by these dogs. Had to go to the hospital. It was a terrible thing. Had to run up a hill. It was crazy, and I was trying to like get away from these animals. And then as I was bleeding everywhere, the owners had seen the dogs, chase me out of the driveway, and they turned around and they come up to me and they said, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No, I'm not okay." I was so angry. And so they picked me up and they took me back to my house so I could go to the hospital. And they were trying to have casual conversations with me. If they're watching this video now, I still remember this situation and I do not forgive you, okay? You should take better care of your dogs. Not okay. Don't do that. This video is somehow about to get a lot worse. But if you guys enjoy watching this video and you want to see more like it and watch me destroy these types of people's worldviews logically and empirically, then consider subscribing to the channel and slapping a like and commenting something awesome. Rep Squad, Best Squad. Where was I at? So she leaves her child at home.
Literally, like I said, I will only go 5 minutes up the street and leave my 7-year-old for like 5 minutes if I'm going just to the gas station for milk or something. But I still bring my 2-year-old and I still bring my 5-year-old because He's not quite yet old enough to watch his younger sisters, even though he always asks.
So what you're saying is he's not responsible enough to watch his siblings, but he's responsible enough to stay home and watch himself. Most U.S. states don't have a specific law, but child welfare guidelines generally recommend no younger than 8 to 10 years old for short periods. Some states do have minimum ages. Illinois 14, Maryland 8, Oregon 10. Leaving a 7-year-old at home alone could be considered neglect depending on your state's laws and circumstances, length of time of day, and safety of the home. And arguably, your home isn't very safe. You're apparently leaving buckets of used medication needles in the kitchen, and it's difficult to discern what else. Another point is, at age 7, many children still struggle with risk assessment and decision making, may panic or freeze in emergencies, fires, strangers at the door, etc., need supervision for meals, accidents, and emotional support. Experts usually recommend waiting until at least age 9 to 10 for short periods, 30 to 60 minutes, and even then only if the child is mature and knows emergency procedures. And you yourself said,
he's not quite yet old enough to watch his younger sisters, even though he always asks.
So if he's not mature enough to watch others, it's probably within the realm of possibility he's not mature enough to watch himself. Could be why the police found your child wandering around the neighborhood. Allegedly. So there was a post here. We're unable to see the post because it was removed, but we can read the screenshots that people took while the post was still up. One user saying, call the police. So apparently this was a video and it was severe enough to where people were like, oh my God, call the police. To which Alex says, I appreciate you finding my daughter, heart. It's easy to say it would never happen to them until it does. I appreciate you not being judgmental, but just having her best interest in mind and taking her in so no harm came to her. I hate that she wandered out, but I'm thankful you were the house she wandered to, heart. Another person here is saying, oh my God, donut TikTok mom? Alex going on to say, I'm sorry some people were rude to you. I know you were just trying to find us and I was still in bed. Thankfully, her grandma had seen it because she thought she was in bed with me. Thank you for your kind heart. Kids wonder, sure. That's not the issue here. The issue is that the child left the house completely unnoticed. That's a safety concern. And then you said that the grandma noticed that she was gone. That is not a slip up, that is dangerous. And when this is the same creator who went viral for children's donut and applesauce breakfast, you can see why a lot of people think this just isn't bad luck, but a pattern. Apparently, Alex had a separate conversation behind the scenes with the person that saved her child. Hello, I just wanted to ask that you please not tell people where I live anymore. I've been informed that you have told people the neighborhood I am living in, and I truly don't appreciate it considering I have babies who live here. Please respect my family's privacy and do not tell people the neighborhood I live in. To which she said, I didn't. I live here. I would never say the neighborhood, which clearly makes sense. She wouldn't dox herself. Okay, thank you. That's just what I was told. I wasn't trying to be rude or anything. She says, I'm sorry people found you. That wasn't my intention. I did take the video down. Which clearly it wasn't her intention. She was more concerned about the child. Thank you. I appreciate it. Heart emoji. I know you weren't trying to hate. I just have some crazy people who follow me. And I honestly didn't intend for her to get out. Well, I mean, I don't think any parent intends that. We had the door locked, but someone I lived with had just gone out the foot to go to work. And it wasn't about 20 minutes later she got out. I felt awful and people made me feel worse who saw the comment. I know you didn't intend it, judgmental. People can just be awful. I did since put baby proofing stuff on all the doors and better security cameras because I don't take chances when it comes to my baby's safety. I appreciate you taking the video down. It means a lot because I am not neglectful. I do everything I can to keep my baby safe. I'm sorry if my first message came off rude. I had no idea how they found out where I live. So obviously this is not good. She went straight into accusing no proof at all. Admits that the doors were unlocked. The kid got out within 20 minutes. Not good. Clear safety problem. And the fact that she secured the house after the fact shows us that we should have been concerned. And next, the boyfriend apparently threatens the woman that saved his child. Very strange. Let's look into it. He says, between the video you posted and seeing this and the comment you made on her video, I know this is you. That's straight dirty considering you don't even know her as a person. If you have so much time on your hands to pull this crap, then you really either need to spend more time with your kids or get a hot... Oh, that's quite the comment, isn't it? I hope you have better luck being a more decent human being in the future. For now though, these will be saved since the whole Reddit page is based on outlandish claims, false accusations, and slander. So if I had a quarter for every time that one of these people said something like this, and I'll grant that some of the stuff is outlandish and some of the stuff is probably false. It's just kind of the mix that goes in, but there are heavy criticisms of stuff that they post themselves that is empirically true. Tearing down a mom you've never met in person because of what you've seen on social media is completely wild to me. Do not ever contact me or her again, and if you continue to do this BS, I'll make sure it's posted in the neighborhood page so everyone knows what kind of person you are. I'll definitely be letting our mutual friends know also. Oh no. But let's go see what he's so angry at. So you can zoom in here and I can read it for you. She's moved to my town and living with her boyfriend. He isn't the dad of any of the kids. He got 2 kids of his own. And another one saying, what the hell? I'm in the neighborhood group where the lady posted she found a toddler. She commented saying she was still in bed and that's how she got out of the house. She's living with her boyfriend. I found this yesterday and I can't keep it, but I wanted to show you. This is Mia, little cute. Say hello in the mic. I'm sorry. Mia wants to go. Can't keep, but want to keep. You know the feeling. Now it's time we talk about Taylor because he's the boyfriend of this situation that has, there's some concerning things about him. Apparently he's got a bunch of speeding tickets and traffic violations, but people was really looking into he has the simple. So he's made a few mistakes. Probably a decent guy. Let's look for more context before we judge. So in this next clip we're going to show he's apparently walking around the house with a pew-pew, we'll say, for censor reasons. Now, this isn't inherently wrong. People are allowed to have weapons in their home, but if they're like showing them off, given the context, we need to pay attention.
No, you can't have it. This is mine. Hers, yes.
What in the actual heck? Why is he holding it like that? They have small children in the house.
One user saying, for what reason do you need to be walking around the house so casually with a pew-pew? One person saying, I do it daily. It's my Second Amendment right, LMAO. Which is true. So let's look a little further. He says, never seen a pew-pew before. We've had an attempted break-in and my truck broke into. All pew-pews are kept out of reach and all 3 kids know not to touch them because they are. So saying that all children know not to touch them while they're left at home alone with feces covered floors, free roaming the neighborhood doesn't really, scream reassurance. I have to ask, what does out of reach look like? And I wish I could have read the rest of that comment, but the video was deleted. It's also alleged by Alex that the kids hate Taylor. I don't know why that would be, but let's look at this leaked screenshot. So it starts here with Alex saying, I accidentally posted a pic with a dentist in it, and Taylor literally spanks them still. So, right, exactly. In my mind, I'm just like, y'all don't even know anything. She goes on to say, I doubt he's in there. They're reaching. He can't use that when he uses corporal punishment. I said I used to spank them and I learned that wasn't okay and I changed. But not all sides of the story get told, literally. They don't. The kids don't even like their dad, but they think they know everything. It's ridiculous. So I have a lot of questions, like why do the kids not like their father? And you saying that hitting the kids is a not okay thing, so then in turn you think that Taylor is doing a not okay thing, and him admitting it. One user saying he's her biggest enabler. He allegedly hits the kids, not saying for a fact, and apparently his daughter said on Alex's live, Mom hits me, but Dad hits harder, or something along those lines. With the way he reacts and the way she's feeding the kids and keeping their home, I don't doubt it. Taylor chimes in saying, y'all take anything and run with it, I swear. It's called discipline. It's so they turn into people, I think he meant to say, not like y'all, and grow up respectful. User says, oof, so you're admitting to hitting your kids? Yikes. So I think science says that corporal discipline is not good for children, but this whole situation gets worse when these pictures leak that show bruises all over the children. So these are bruises and scratches that are all over the son's body. And this is the daughter's arm here. There's some bruises. Now, I'm not even going to allege that you hit your kids because you actually say that you do. You call it discipline, but is it discipline? Why in God's name would your child say something like what we're about to get into? And I'll grant maybe he doesn't like discipline, but maybe your discipline isn't what you think it is. So here's got Alex saying he said he didn't want to be alive anymore on his way to his dad's last night. That's just the short end of it. What do you mean by that? I'm not telling anyone but you. But I fought tooth and nail with his dad last night. Jace threw stuff at police. I'm so stressed and tired and sick. The friend says, oh my God, poor baby. I've been there too, babe. Actually, believe it or not, I have been there too. Alex goes on to say, it sucks so bad and the hospital didn't even do anything. And it's all because he hates his dad. Friend says, did you happen to get the police report number of the incident or at least the officer's badge number? Alex says, no. So that's concerning, but I believe out of this whole story, this next part is the most concerning, and that's hard to say. But first, a little background. Alex had 2 children with Taylor. They broke up and she got with a man named James, to which is the father of her youngest, and then they opened their relationship and had a throuple with a woman named Dana. Dana was a normality in Alex's life for a while as she moved and was often featured in her videos. Eventually, James and Dana broke up with Alex. They stayed together. I heard that they are engaged now. Good for them. Great. But before this breakup, there was an alleged disgusting thing that happened. Apparently, while James, Dana, and Alex are still together, one night she exited the room to find Taylor standing outside of it in the hallway, completely undressed, doing the deed with his hand. You heard that right. Now, when they were in this throuple, Taylor would occasionally come over and stay the night, I guess because they share children. And this is when this happened. And we know this because there's a recording of Alex anecdotally saying it.
Okay, so, no, that's not true 100%. Taylor did go in front of our exit door. But there was no way the kids could have seen it because they were all asleep. This was at like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. Was it 1 o'clock in the morning? And so... no, the kids could not have seen it. No, Taylor did not want to join in the relationship. He wasn't interested in Dana. That does sound familiar because they both told me that Taylor was interested in Dana. But Taylor didn't even like Dana and told me not to do the throuple and that I would regret it.
One user saying, imagine the smell of that throuple. Another saying her supporters will say, at least the kids are fed. She's trying hard. None of this is good, and it really seems like Alex doesn't even like her kids on some occasions. Check this out.
Sleeping in the living room tonight, and you won't let me.
When did I say you could sleep in the living room?
It's hot in my room. I'm always hot in my room when I sleep in it.
I didn't say you could sleep in the living room.
I just sleep in the living room, but it's hot in my room. I'm gonna be hot all night. I'm hot every single night in my room.
Okay. I got a lint remover.
Bro, your kid is hot. The AC's broken, blowing out hot air, and you seem to not care about this. You're ignoring it completely, and you jump straight to, hey, I got a lint remover.
She's not outing me. She has her own bedroom. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
It's hot in my room, and that's it.
You don't have to sleep in here.
Yeah, but you won't let me sleep in there. It's hot in
In
my
where?
What?
Sleep in where?
In your room?
No, you're not sleeping in my room.
I know, you never let me.
No, I don't.
Cause it's hot in my room. That's why I always have to sleep in here.
One user saying, God, I hate this woman. As a mother, it makes me sick. How can you deny them AC? Damn, that's sad. And then we find out there's a broken window in the room, suspected possible broken glass, and she just sends the kid right back to it.
Just going out hot air.
Why did you break your window?
I accidentally did something out my window. That made it water. And then when it was broken, they put all my stuff out there. I had to go out and get my stuff. And it was kicking my Barbie stove. I'm on every single night in my room.
Guys, this is objectively bad. This does not need to be normalized. Anybody defending this type of material are the top to do this very exact same type of material. One user saying, why does this person keep defending her? And it says, here's this person named Jamie Lynn. This is a great dinner. Your stove and kitchen also look great. And you know I will always be here defending you and cheering you on. Block the trolls out. You're doing amazing. To which Alex says, thank you, heart emoji. Here she's defending, saying, oh, here we go again. Actually, it was on a live, and if you were there, you'd know. She never had an AC. She broke her window, and Alex didn't know about it until the moment. Also, she got her nails done once in over 4 years, and who says she goes on shopping sprees because she unboxes stuff? You realize TikTok sends samples for reviews, right? Laughing face emoji. Plus, her kids are perfectly taken care of. But continues since you've seen it all and know it all. Another, she doesn't have maggots. That's just some made up stuff trolls started. As for the stuff about her man again, never seen proof. She loves her kids and feeds them just fine. And these types of defenses just go on and on. This one right here stands out. My kids are just fine, thanks. One user quoting, her kids are perfectly taken care of. Ma'am, get a grip. Now, there's even conversations around this mother saying terminology like she's just in survival mode and no one needs to criticize her because at least she's feeding the children. But the problem with this is it really about being in survival mode? Because I can understand certain concepts when it comes to this person having a hard time. We have to keep in mind this person is making a good bit of money off of this, and they're setting up the scenes and branding themselves up as a lazy mother. So even if in the beginning you can see it as a struggle, you can understand that now it's not a struggle. And the consistency of the donut breakfast, well, it's more than once. So you'll see comments that are like, I don't understand. All she did was show herself cooking, and the comments are completely crazy. Like the kids are going to get a hot home-cooked meal. What's the issue here? I see a tired mom. Seems like no one helps her. Not her fault. She tries her best. Leave her alone. And I think it's good to keep in mind that no one's saying that raising children, let alone 3 at the same time, isn't a difficult thing. I think that's probably one of the most difficult things that you can do. But that's not an excuse for the type of food that's being plated in front of us. And it isn't also lost on me that these are set up scenes recorded purposely for the point of making money. I seen one creator say if you got time to add ketchup, you have time to add carrots, you know, and I understand that not all children like vegetables or anything like this, but having pizza every night, and when they talk about her not having help, so with the amount of money that she's making, there, at least she could hire a nanny, she could hire some help, something like this, but she's not going to. And why would she? She's making a massive amount of money off of branding herself as a lazy mom. Why change anything? And I think that's a problem within itself. Just so we're clear, this is the dinner as a lazy mom of 3 for the family of 5. And no one's criticizing this mother for making meatloaf at all. But check out the views on this. 90.1 million views. That's a lot of TikTok money. One user actually said, what if her house is actually really clean and this is all staged for each video? I mean, it makes her a lot of money. Another saying, nobody stages maggots and flies in their house, get real. And I think that proves my point in this video is that, well, she may have started off plating food and might have been in an unfortunate situation financially, but now she's probably definitely not, and it's more about the branding of a lazy mom, and now she's getting paid for it. There is no need. She's being incentivized to not change at all. It's immutable. Interestingly enough, it didn't even seem like Alex's own mom was defending her very much. Hi everyone, I'm Alex's mom. Just wanted to let you all know the kind of mom I am, since there have been some things directed at me. I moved from Florida to be near my kids and my littles. They are my world. If they need anything, I will try hard to get it or do it. I've been helping Alex with the house and it looks great now. She does have mental health issues and she is getting the help she needs. We are a close, loving family and people that know us would agree. Anyways, have a great evening, everyone. Cool guy emoji. Alex believes that all these criticisms are pure hate for no reason at all, and that if she were prettier, she would get no hate.
I should have gotten more support. But I guess it's because I'm not the mom with the aesthetic house. I'm not the mom with the aesthetically pleasing house. Or the skinny, nice to look at mom.
One user saying she has the I can do no wrong because I'm trying mindset. The sad thing about this is that Alex makes a lot of money. Makes a lot of money off the back of being a self-proclaimed lazy mom. This to me looks like a mom who is posting her alleged neglect for views and being rewarded for it getting progressively worse, okay? I think she's delusional and can't see how bad her situation is. For example,
House is normal, and I will show it to you. My kitchen. Clutter. That's it. Clutter. These are all clean dishes. These are the dirty dishes. Those are all clutter, not filth. Clutter. 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 My daughter's room has toys in it. This is my youngest daughter's room. Clutter, I know, is another word for dirty. Please lay off.
And she'll constantly defend saying her house is not dirty, okay? It's just not. It's just a little bit of clutter. Not a big deal. And that's like saying the sky's red and you look up and you can observably see that it is not, okay? But get ready to feel emotion and confusion as we look at Alex's alleged TikTok earnings. Okay, so this is Alex's alleged monthly income from TikTok, okay? That's 12.3 to 16.9K a month. Yearly earnings upwards of $200,000. And the most shocking thing about this is that she's being rewarded for essentially no effort. One user saying, "This makes me so mad." And then what this is when she got to go, it was some sort of New York fashion walk situation. And this is actually her practicing the walk. In the actual video we watched, and we went over it in the unplugged video, and actually I thought she looked pretty nice wearing the dress. Honestly, I think she did. The user goes on to say a really important point. "I finally figured out what makes me so angry about this thing. It's the fact that even if she receives opportunities to do things, she puts absolutely zero effort. She then expects a pat on the back for doing less than the bare minimum. She doesn't even try to be healthy. She doesn't try to raise her kids well. She doesn't try to clean or cook properly. She doesn't make herself look presentable in public, not even for a big event like this. She just does not give an S about anything." And then they go on to say some things that are really, really mean. I'm not gonna read the rest of that, but I will say that it just goes to show you that this type of thing is being normalized, it's being celebrated, and it's not good. Another hypocritical thing is that she's promoting weight loss medication. One user saying, "So let me get this straight." And you can see the caption here. It says, "Weight loss shots on a strictly fast food diet is wild." In this video, she says she feeds her kid fast food while she eats healthy stuff like yogurt and oatmeal, but then also says she's not going to cook an entire healthy meal for her kids if she herself isn't going to eat any of it. Number one, why would you not eat the healthy meal that you cook for your kids if you supposedly eat healthy stuff? Number two, even if you weren't hungry for dinner because you filled yourself up on healthy snack like oatmeal and yogurt, why not still make the kids a healthy meal? I make my kids healthy meals all the time regardless of whether I'm going to eat any of it or not. I know every now and then it gets busy and the easiest thing to do is to order takeout or whatever, but it shouldn't be a regular occurrence just because you're too lazy to bother. I kind of want to hear your guys' opinion on this. What do you think about taking these types of weight loss medications while also eating really unhealthy foods at the same time? This user says she can't remember what lie she had previously told. This clapping hands emoji. And it does seem like she's saying one thing and then contradicting herself on the other thing. Remember this, just because somebody's making a large amount of money, it doesn't mean they're right. Just because the majority of people are on the side of a thing, doesn't make that thing right. Use your brains, Rep Squad, Best Squad. Thank you to my patrons. Patrons are amazing, really appreciate it. You help the channel keep going. You've been here for years, couldn't thank you enough. Thank you for your continued ongoing support. If you too want to become a patron, the link is somewhere below. Let me know if you find it. I'll be there.